Trauma didn't knock. It walked in like it paid rent. Sat on my chest, put his feet up on my piece and dared me to breathe around it. I was young when I learned that pain had a voice. It whispered in the dark. It echoed in empty rooms. It lived in the spaces where love should have been. I learned to tiptoe around people who didn't know how to hold me. I learned to shrink myself so I wouldn't take up space in places that didn't want me whole. I learned to smile with a mouth full of broken glass and call it strength. But God, He met me in the pieces, not the polished ones, not the Sunday morning, hands lifted, hallelujah on my lips pieces.
Hallelujah on my lips.
He met me in the midnight ones, the trembling ones. But God, I don't know if I can do this once. Trauma taught me how to brace for impact. God taught me how to rise after it. Trauma taught me how to hide my tears. God taught me how to let them fall and call it cleansing. Trauma taught me how to survive. God taught me how to live. There were nights I didn't pray with words. I prayed with breath, with shaking hands, with a heart that felt too heavy to carry. And somehow He heard all of it. I didn't find God in the light. I found Him in the dark when I was curled up on the floor, trying to remember why I mattered, trying to remember why I should stay. And He whispered, you are mine. Not because I was perfect, not because I was strong, but because I was His. Even in the breaking, especially in the breaking, trauma taught me fear. God taught me love. Trauma taught me silence. God taught me voice.
Even in what
Trauma
praise
taught me endings. God taught me resurrection. I used to think healing meant forgetting what happened, but healing is remembering without reliving. It's touching a scar and not collapsing. It's telling a story without shaking. It's looking at the wound and seeing wisdom instead of shame. And baby, that took time, that took tears, that took nights where I held myself, cause nobody else knew how. That took mornings where I had to choose to get up, even when the weight felt like a second skin. But God, He stayed, He stayed, He stayed when people left. He stayed when I pushed Him away. He stayed when I didn't feel worthy. He stayed when I didn't feel anything at all.
Welcome.
Trauma taught me how to build walls. God taught me how to build altars. Trauma taught me how to run. God taught me how to return. Trauma taught me how to fight alone. God taught me I never had to, and now
you never had to break, bow.
when I look
bend.
at the woman I've become, I see every battle I survived, sitting like jewels in my crown. I see every tear shining like oil on my skin. I see every why me turning into thank you. Because the truth is, I didn't just survive trauma, I transformed through it. I found God in it. I found myself because of its sign.
Trauma taught me
The
God.
woman
I
who
want y'all
walked
to know
through
that.
fire, learned the language of pain, and still came out speaking praise. A woman who met God.
Come on, y'all.
In the very places that tried to destroy her.
Yep.
A woman who survived and then learned how to live. Join the velvet testimony.
Whoa.
I didn't wake up floating on sunshine.
Rich Rising and welcome, y'all. And thank you guys for being here today for another session of I'm God's Success Project. Today, I want to talk to you guys about 3 pretty words, and that is pray versus pray. This one right here, and that's why I played that song, Trauma Taught Me God, because so many of you guys are working with the P-R-E-Y and not the P-R-A-Y. So the word pray, P-R-A-Y, says it is to speak or make a request to God or a deity. So it could be Jesus, it could be Buddha, it could be Saint Michael, Saint Peter. You guys have all kinds of deities. There's Vishnu, Ganesh, we got deities. We got Nordic, we got Southern, we got it all over the place. We have found a way to be able to speak to something one way or another, whether it's through tea leaves or birds, animals, trees. When we pray, it is I speak. To pray just means that you're making a request. You're speaking, you're saying something, you're asking for something. But now P-R-E-Y is an animal hunted or caught by another animal for food. And you would think that we are not doing that to each other. But that's why I wanted to put prey upon and prey on the mind. Because we are hunting each other. And unfortunately, many of you have been caught. You've been caught by that prey that tells you you need this or you need that for your peace, for your happiness, for your growth. You need all of these things. What the fuck do you still keep going off? When you prey upon, it brings you back to hunt, exploit, or cause distress. When you prey on something, isn't that what's happening? Remember, prey is an animal that's hunted. To prey upon is to hunt them, to exploit and to cause distress within you. And then prey on the mind refers to worries or fears that obsessively trouble someone's thoughts. Refers to worries or fears that obsessively troubles one's thoughts. This is why sometimes I say to people, you don't pray for yourself, you pray on yourself. And they don't understand fully what it means, but you don't pray for yourself, because if you were praying for yourself, then you would stay in a state of request, of speaking, of acknowledging. Do you know every affirmation that you make, everything that you bring out of your mouth is a prayer? Because when you say, damn, I'm hungry, I want something to eat, that's a request. Damn, I wish I had some money right now. Those are all requests. And you're not realizing that when you open your mouth on a consistent basis, you're praying. Now, the thing is, are you praying and requesting in the proper way? Are you praying and saying, I'm so grateful that I have that meal every day. I'm so grateful that my daily bread is taken care of. Are you praying in that way? Or are you preying on yourself by giving yourself distress, by focusing on your fears, by hunting, exploiting, and distressing yourself? Which one are you doing to yourself? Which one are you doing to yourself? Because when you pray, you ask. You're always in a state of asking. You're always in a state of requesting. You're always in a state of speaking. It says to pray is to speak. I speak. Whatever you speak is a prayer. That's going to hurt some of you guys' feelings, because some of you guys are loose with your damn mouth. And that's why I put up pray. Because are you one of those people that is going to be speaking the right things, or you're the one that's going to be speaking to exploit, to distress, to basically just feed the fear, the worry, the doubt, the concerns? Which pray are you praying? And when I learned about prayer, when I learned about the words that are coming out of my mouth, that I'm praying every time I speak, it actually started to shift a lot of how I spoke. Because now I realize, Taja, you a dangerous weapon with that mouth of yours, girl. You find out that you're a dangerous weapon with your mouth. You find out that no, you are not nice where that mouth is concerned. And I realized, and it took me some time. It took me some time to be able to really get it. It took me some time to really start saying, hey, you know what, Tasha, whoa, this ain't it. This ain't it for you. And it took me time to have to accept that. It took me time to have to accept that for many years, I was PREY on myself. It took me many years to realize that I was preying on me, that I was not serving me. I wasn't giving myself the justice that I wanted to give. I was not doing the things that I wanted to do because I was preying on my own mind, because I was focusing more on the worries and the fears and becoming so obsessed with it that my attitude became it and I became prey. Because I want you to know, how are you prey? You pray because we are being hunted. We are being hunted. And I want you to know, it's by your commercials. It's by your internet. It's by the way it's by so much things that you would never even expect. The things that you would never even expect are the things that are literally creating a hell for you. And you may not even realize it, but that is what's creating an ultimate level of hell for you. Because you are letting yourself prey on you. You are not PREY. I mean PRAY. You have not let yourself be in a good transition in your life for a long time. I'm saying what I'm saying to you because I know what I'm saying to you will help you to have a better understanding of yourself, of the words that are coming out of your mouth. Every time you speak, you're praying. When you pray, see, there's an or in between is to speak. Or. But praise says it is to speak. Just speaking alone, you are praying. It's something that when I learned that energy, when that thing came to me, when I got the opportunity to understand what I was doing with my own energy, with my mouth, I had to take a level of accountability and a level of responsibility over myself. I had to start taking a level of accountability and responsibility over myself, not over anybody else, because I realized I was preying on them too. I realized that I was PREY on so many people because I was looking at the distress. I was worrying about you. I spent too much time worrying about you. So what do you think was happening when I was worrying about you? What do you think was happening to you? What I realize is that when we let ourselves move in a certain element, when we let ourselves move in a certain way, we start to navigate our lives in a way that we didn't realize. I didn't realize that until one day. It was about 17 years ago. I was living a nightmare. I was living a full, entire nightmare. I was living in this building that was broke down. The windows didn't close. It was just horrible. The guy kept on calling the police on me. Like every other day, the police would show up at my house. Because the floors were so thin that my 2-year-old running around drove this fucking guy mad. And when I tell you, I didn't just let her run around and make noise just to be cruel to this man. But just walking, we couldn't do anything in the house. And then he would play his music so loud that it would shake the pictures off my wall in retaliation. So for about a year, I'd say about a year and a half, I was in a state where I just wanted to carve my brain out. Money was at its worst. Me and my daughter were living on about $2 a day, if that. I would stretch that $2 to 2 days sometimes. Buying one slice of turkey meat, one roll of bread, splitting that up. And a lot of the time, I didn't eat shit. My daughter ate. I made sure that she had what she needed. But a lot of days, I went hungry. And I think about that time. And I think about a lot of the circumstances that many of you guys are going through right now with your children, with your life. I was on welfare at the time. So, still trying to do little odd jobs, little cleaning, making things, going and just doing as much as I can. If I could paint, whatever I could do. Any of the talents that I had, I tried to make a little $20, $50. I hadn't even really started doing readings fully yet because I was still doing them for free. I wasn't making money off of it at all. And PRAY was something that started to come to me more and more and more. And one day, I was sleeping in my bed, TV's off, because I know I turned it off. I know I did. Because I don't like to leave the TV on when I'm sleeping at all. I don't know who might come out. I watch the Poltergeist. I don't play around. She got sucked in the fucking TV, and I've been terrified of a TV in my room ever since. I watched that shit when I was like 11, 12 years old. You don't put no TV in my bedroom. Sorry. Hell no. I don't have no bedroom, no TV, nowhere where the fuck I sleep. Let me tell you right now. Hell no. You ain't gonna be clicking the channel and I can't come out the fucking TV. Are you crazy? Not a chance. And so I I went to sleep and woke up and my TV was on. TV's in the living room. I'm in my bedroom sleeping. But I hear the TV on because the TV's on full blast. Like it is loud. So it wakes me out of my sleep. I'm like, what the hell is that? So, when you got to catch your bearings a little bit, I caught my bearings and I'm like, what the hell is this? And as I'm catching my bearings, I'm hearing someone talking to me on the TV. And it says, if you're hearing this right now, I need you to stop whatever you're doing and get in front of this TV. I was like looking around like, what the hell? What the hell's happening right now? And I heard, get up right now, stop what you're doing, and get in front of this TV because God has an important message for you and you can't miss this one. So I got up out the bed. I left my daughter sleeping. I got up out the bed and I went. And I sat down there and it was Creflo Dollar. And people talk a lot of shit about Creflo Dollar because, well, his name is Dollar. They think he's a charlatan. They think he robs people to take your money, this and that. But the man's name is Dollar. God named him for money. And there was nothing he could do. He was only going to manifest money. His name is Dollar. So every time he says, I'm Mr. Dollar, what do you think? Like, the man was born for it. He couldn't deny that damn thing, period and point blank. But Creflo Dollar changed my life that day because he was like, so those thoughts that you have in your mind, you think you're the only person that's hearing it, don't you? He said, the words that are coming out your mouth, you think that they don't mean anything, right? Because, hey, well, and that's saying, sticks and stones could break my bones, but words would never hurt me. And he started to just pull my card. He pulled the shit out of my card that day. He pulled the hell out of my card because I was like, oh no. Oh no. I know you did not pull my card like this. I know you did not play me like this. I know you did not, God. I did. I asked God all them questions. I know you did not play with me like this. I know. You didn't. And it was something that day, God literally told me, he said, now, I've told you what you need to know. The words out of your mouth, yeah, they're important. The things that you say, be careful. The energy in your mind, be careful. Be careful about the words that you speak. Be careful about the things that you say. Be careful about the things that you think. Because they all mean something. Because they all mean something. And I was like, wow. It took me a minute though, because when the mind is rich with bullshit, you know how it go. When the mind is rich with bullshit, it's going to take its time. It's going to take its time. It's going to rest. It's going to take a moment to do what it needs to do. And when I really realized what I was doing for so many years, the destruction that I did to myself for so many years, it was nasty. It was nasty realizing that I was PREY. I was exploiting myself. I was keeping myself in a state of distress. I was worrying so much, and fear was all up in it. Fear was something that it was just like, you know what? I got your ass. I got you. And there's nothing you could do about that. I got you. Now what are you going to do about it? Because now I own you. Now I run you. Now you're going to see how the words out of your mouth have always been either your hell or your heaven. And I was like, God, you got jokes. You got jokes. Because ain't nobody want to be dealing with all that. I don't want to be dealing with all of that. I don't. I don't want to be dealing with none of it. I don't want to be dealing with the element of life and the stuff, and now I got to take control of this, and now this, and now no, I don't want to. Straight up, I said I don't want to. God was like, yeah, good luck on that, because that's not happening. It is happening, and you're gonna have to be okay with what's happening because it's happening, babe. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. You're gonna do what you want to do anyway. I was always a facetious little child. I'm telling God, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, so whatever, leave me alone. And God's like, well, I can't leave you alone because I need you to understand better. I need you to know better. I need you to do better. And the only way that you could do better is by learning how to actually pray. And to pray is to speak. So when you're speaking, understand that when you speak about me, when you speak about him, when you speak about them, when you speak about us, when you speak about the world, when you speak about men, when you speak about women, when you speak about all of us, you are praying. Make sure that your prayers is right. Do you want some of the things that you speak? Some of the things that you say right now, you don't want that. You don't want that back to yourself. I could tell you right now, the things that you're saying right now, you don't want back at yourself. The things that you're speaking about him, them, you don't really want that back onto yourself. And when you really understand that the words that are coming out of your mouth are literal prayers, I pray that you use it better. I pray that you take the skill that God has given you in your mouth, in your words, in your abundance, because here's the thing, you are the creator of your life through your words, through your thoughts, through your actions, through your energy. You are the creator of your life by what you speak. Oh, thank you, honey. By what you speak. And so you want to make sure that you are speaking full life. Stop PREY on your damn self. Because then you are moving like an animal who is just hunting. And when you hunt, understand that when you are hunting, you guys ever understand, you understand what hunting is, right? Hunting is when one animal picks an animal that's more vulnerable than it. You ever seen a lion chase a fucking elephant? You ever seen a lion chase an elephant? No, I haven't. I haven't seen lion take down an elephant yet. I mean, I'm sure it's happened. But they go after the prey that they know that they can exploit. That they know that they can put in a state of distress to gain their power. And notice that, say for the example of hyenas, they're small, but look at the size pack that they walk in. So I'm looking at it from the individual, which is the lion, and I'm looking at it from the pack, which is the hyena. We both are moving in that same element. So you as an individual, you're going to go after things that you feel you can get. As a group, we're going to go after things that we think that we can attain. Period and point blank. We're both doing the same thing. Here's the thing, as an individual, the steps and the moves that I'm making affect me and those individuals that I'm affecting. But when I'm sitting down in a pack, now, let's say we're dealing with racism. Let's say we're dealing with sexism. Let's say we're dealing with women against men. Now we're packs against each other. That energy of a pack is going to be more distressing. It's going to be more exploiting. The hunt is going to be more vicious. Because now you have a pack coming at you. A pack of wolves. Scare the shit out of you compared to one wolf, don't it? One lion compared to a pack of lions. One hyena compared to a pack of hyenas. You could see that when those predators multiply, you get more terrified. This is why I don't jump on the bandwagon. I don't jump on the bandwagon of hate men as a woman. I don't jump on the bandwagon as hate white people as a black person. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon as fuck the rich when I may have had some poor times in my life. I'm not jumping on the bandwagons because then if I jump on this collective bandwagon, I'm not P-R-A-Y, I'm P-R-E-Y on you. I'm destroying your life by my hate, by my ideals. That's why we have to now start to make sure that when we speak, we are speaking the right things. We are speaking life. We are speaking the right power energy into this space, into everything. And if you cannot understand the difference between P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y, you a problem. I'm going to tell you right now, you a problem. Because you're looking at it as if it's just birds and lions and what dinosaurs and what you thinking is just, no, you are considered an animal too. We might call ourselves human, but we are animals too. And when we start to use that instinct within us, that's when we become spiritual beings. That's when we start to speak right. The power of I speak is vital for you to understand. So every word that comes out of your mouth, you better make sure that it's right. I know, every word. Yeah. Every word. That's why people be like, Tasha, why do you cuss so much? Because when I say fuck, guess what? There's a harmlessness in that word. There's a harmlessness in it because we haven't really attributed anything to it. And according to the connotation, be like, yo, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yo, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wow. There's so many different connotations to that one word. Just by the energy of how you say it, it could mean so much without putting out so much. So people might be mad at me using it all the time, but I know why I use it. I use it to save me, honey. I use it to save me. I use it to keep me from getting into trouble. Even though you might think it gets me into trouble, spiritually, it keeps me out of trouble. Because when I speak, I have to be careful not to curse you. I have to be careful not to put things on you that you don't need to carry. So when I speak, I got to speak life into you, speak flow into you, speak generosity into you. I'm not sitting down here speaking bullshit into you because I don't got time for bullshit. I don't have time for games. Game time is over. And so today I want you guys going out there and I want you guys to see what you've been doing. I want you to ask yourself today, how much have I PREY'd on people? And am I PREY on anyone today? Have you woke up? Who do you think about? What do you think about your boss today? What do you think about your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your friends? What's the thoughts? It's Happy Friday. What's the thoughts that you having on them? Oh, I can't wait for the weekend so I don't have to go back to these fucking people at this stupid ass job. What you saying? And I want you to really get in depth with yourself and find out what you're saying about your life. Because the way you're speaking is creating it. The way you're speaking right now, you are either prey or you pray. Which one you doing? Are you going to speak the right things out of your mouth and allow for that alignment to flow? Or are you going to keep playing around and think that your words don't hurt you? Because they lied to you when they told you words don't hurt. They lied to you. And they taught us this from kids, eh? They taught us this from children. So that you can lose your power from young. That's why I made sure I watch everything with my kid. Oh, I made sure I watched everything with her. Y'all ain't gonna be trying to program my kid behind my fucking back. Are you dumb? You're not programming my kid behind my back. I refuse. I refuse. So I literally, everything she watched, I was sitting right there. Sitting right there watching. Because what they speak on TV, and I speak, is not just exempt to you. It means to speak. Forget asking a request from a deity or anything like that. As you open your damn mouth, it's a request. Period. As you speak, you are requesting from God. Good luck on that. I'm praying that y'all use your lips better. I pray that y'all use y'all lips better, because if you don't use your lips better, you are going to suffer. And not because God is punishing you and all that stupid shit that they try to feed you. You are going to suffer because you're making yourself suffer. The words out of your mouth, be careful with them. Because that's why I bring you the definitions of words every day. Because me and Robin was talking yesterday, and we came up, there was so much that we conversed about yesterday. There was so much. I mean, I think we stayed on the phone for damn near 3 hours. And we talked about everything under the sun. And each thing that we came up with, each epiphany that we had, it all just kept on bringing me back to this place right here this morning. It kept on bringing me back to, because everything that I talk to you guys about, I be having to mold over for the whole day. Don't think I'm going to sit here and mold over this whole conversation for the whole day. It's going to be part of my conversations. It's going to be part of my readings. It's going to be part of everything today. I'm going to go to sleep with it. And then as I process all of this energy, it's going to give me the next thing. So yesterday we were talking about uncontrolled and controlled. And that played out so much in how I ended up seeing things, conversing about things, energizing things yesterday. That when I think about the uncontrolled, I think about PREY. And when I think about the control, I think about PRAY. I think about just speaking. Because when I'm in control of my life, I can manage it. I can do the things that I need to do because I'm speaking the right shit into myself. Because I'm saying the right things. Because I'm letting myself speak life into me. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's the most important job you could ever do for yourself. When I was studying Buddhism, when I was actively practicing, the saying is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So even in different languages, in mantras, even in different things that you say, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo means to devote myself. That's what it loosely translates to. To devote myself. To devote myself to inner peace, world peace, Koson Rufu. So when I say Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, whatever I'm thinking in my fucking head. So I had a woman that I used to chant with, and I spoke about this yesterday. I had a woman that I used to chant with. And her only fear, because she was praying on her own damn mind, her only fear was she was terrified that one day, one of her clients, because she owned a building, they used to have to come pay her the rent. And she was terrified one day that one of her clients, somebody, would rob her or hurt her or something. She was terrified of this. But she was chanting against it. Against it. And I put that in big ass air quotes. She was chanting against this thing. Oh, I don't want I don't want no one to harm me. And she's praying on this thing and she's praying on this thing. So one day, one of her favorite tenants comes to her door pays his rent, and just beats the shit out of her. He didn't yell, he didn't cuss, nothing, eh? There was an energy in him that just snapped. He gave her the money, he was talking to her, telling her have a good day, and then he just hauled off and started beating the shit out of this woman. They didn't have no argument, nothing. He broke her arm. He beat her ass up and left. But what she was doing in her speaking, in her prayer, she was referring to the worries and fears that obsessively troubled her mind. So she made herself pray. She wasn't saying, thank you so much for my protection. Thank you for my amazing clients. Thank you for the beautiful tenants that come to my door and we just have a great relationship. Thank you for them protecting me and keeping me safe. She wasn't focused there. Understand, to speak means you are activating that energy. No matter how big or fucking small it is. You are activating that energy. I stopped chanting with anybody after that shit. Fuck that. I ain't chanting with nobody. I'll take my chances by my fucking self. You ain't gonna. We all sitting down there because you remember I said a bunch of fucking hyenas sitting down praying on a piece of meat. And sure, I might be saying yes, thank you, Father. I might be doing my own prayer, but guess what? We all focusing on the same gohanzen. We all focusing on the same energy. And we are all saying Nam Myoho Renge Kyo in unison. You got me fucked up. One voice, one mind, one energy? No, not today. I stopped chanting with fucking people after that. I take my turn, I chant. Then it took me like 15 years before I chanted again. Fuck that. Took me about 15 years before I chanted again. And then it was in a room in Clubhouse. I found this room. I started chanting again, feeling a vibration. And then these fucking weirdos weirded out. And I was like, you see? Again, when we're all, I don't know what your energy is. I know what mine is. And so I decided I'm not doing that shit no more. And this is where I decided, Taja, when you're doing this, do you. So if I'm going to chant, I'm chanting by my damn self. I'm not going back to the Kaikan. And it's the same thing with church. I don't go back to church. I don't go to the mosque. Look, I was raised Muslim. Got into, then I don't know how Christianity came along in the middle of my life. And then when I was in my late 20s, I became a Buddhist. So between the mosque, the church, and the Kaikan, I stopped going to all three. I listen to the message from all three, and I speak that into reality. But I stopped taking the building because I realized as we all are devoting our energy in one space, in one place, whatever it is that we are speaking, whatever it is that we are putting out there, we are collectively giving each other some shit. And I'll be damned. I don't need no collective bullshit. I got enough. I got enough of y'all to deal with. So I say to you guys, when you pray, know that I speak is the energy. I speak is the throat chakra. That is the color blue. Everything you speak carries a vibration. Put your hand right here. Put your hand right here on your neck. Put your hand on your neck and talk. Hello. How are you today? Do you see the vibration that's coming out of your throat? Achoo! Please, get the fuck out of here. Everything has a vibration. Do you feel it? When you go, you clay, it's all a vibration. What do you think, what happens when you put a vibration out there? What do you think happens? It expands and gets picked up. Know that. And it's a movie that I want you guys to watch. It's called Superhuman. Visible made visible. Invisible made visible. You guys can watch it on Tubi, I believe. Plex. I bought it on YouTube. You can't get it on Prime and them anymore. I think maybe Prime if you buy it. But if you want to see it without paying for it, Tubi and Plex, I believe, are the two places that you can see it now. Every time I tell you guys to go see it, they take it off of the goddamn platform. Because then it starts to become so popular again. And they're trying to bury this information. They don't want this information for you to have it. Because they know that you having this information is dangerous. So wait, no, I'm not even gonna do that. Wait, let me exhale that. Let me exit that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just show you the picture of it. I'm gonna download the picture of it. Superhuman. Invisible made visible. And I want you guys to literally all go and see this. Yeah, you guys can watch it free on Plex. So you guys can watch it free on Plex. Let me see. Oh shit, you know what? I got fucking technology here. I'm only going to play you guys just a piece. Just a piece. I'm not going to play you guys the whole thing. Let me see. Let me see, folks. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, those are commercial shit. All right. I didn't know what was happening there. Hold on a second, y'all. I feel like I should be able to let you guys see a little bit of this. You know, there's copyrights and all kinds of shit. So, you know, you can't be fucking around too much. Let me let these little commercials play because you don't pay for Plex, so they have commercials. But I want you guys to see because then what I'm gonna do. Ooh, you scared the shit out of me. I seen your shadow. Ooh, maybe you should just come through. You hurt yourself? What the fuck is that? I'm telling you, ain't no mosquitoes biting us. This is something weird biting us here. What the fuck is that? What'd you eat? What'd you eat? That shit is fucking mega sized. I've never seen nothing.
Last night, after I moved around the stuff,
I told you this.
itchy here and itchy here.
And it's a bite on both sides. It's bump on both sides. Sorry, y'all. You know when the family comes in and shit's happening. She's fucking swollen like goddamn Hitch. What the fuck is that? Yes. First of all, let's.
Don't look like no bite, babe. Don't look like you got no.
No, but you remember, that's why I was telling you. My foot was big like that. Look, we doctor in today. Look, my foot was big like that. This foot was looking like that, the whole thing. And then I see 2 bites in the end. But it took 3-4 days for it to come down. Whatever biting we out there is not mosquito. Mosquito, that is not mosquito. There is itch though, but it's not mosquito. I wonder, we getting tick bites or something that ticks. It look. Well, you're making me fucking nervous, you know. That's why I like the winter. I like the winter because there's no fucking bugs. I like the summer for the sun. I like the winter because there's no bugs. Is there a happy medium somewhere on the planet? Because I need to be in a place where there's no bugs, but I have all the heat. If we can get that place, I'm moving there instantly. No bugs, but all the heat in the world. Because that's what the fuck I need. Because the kind of bite we getting here, we getting bite that don't make no sense. This, if you see this thing on my sister, I'm here. No, man. It look like you have a head on your arm. It's soft and it's hot, you know.
And red.
And the girl already
Itchy,
red.
itchy.
She don't, and it itching.
That's what made me look at it because I'm like,
Like,
oh my
what
God,
the
why is
fuck is
itching?
this on my
And then
arm?
the hump up.
Yeah, but that's what happened to me. On my foot. Take fucking 2 days for this hump to
But
go
you
down.
see how it looked different, right?
Yes, and it look. You see how it look like it moving?
Oh my God.
Oh my God! You know I don't do skin. Jesus Christ, this is fucking traumatizing. Well, I need to move into a climate where it's bug free zone now. I'm going and buy every ounce of fucking citronella, everything that could burn for them. I'm going and buy it today. And watch me and fucking all here. This is egregious. Because the bites are big. The bites are big. They're coming like this, like humps. What kind of fucking bite is that? Oh my word, that is not it. That is what they call not okay. Okay, that's what they call not okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, I'm gonna catch myself because that was very scary. That bite make me feel like I need to take it to the hospital and get some Benadryl or some shit. If it get bigger, please let me know. Because that's big. But Jesus. What biting we out here in these streets, boy? What is biting us out here right now? But anyway, I'm going to refocus myself. You see, we are being preyed on. We are being fucking hunted and exploited by these bugs. They are chewing our ass up. Because I'm telling you, whatever's biting us right now, it ain't no fucking mosquito. I get bit by mosquitoes every so often. And my mosquito bite bumps up only but a tiny little boop. I could squeeze it. I could pull the poison out. Might itch for a day. Good. What the fuck? Bit me on my foot? That shit was like this. My foot couldn't even barely fit in my shoe. The fuck? What bit me? Anyway. All right. I'm trying to get to... I got it started, but then I wanted to fast forward to the part that I wanted to, and now they got to play more commercials. The fun. But I have to share this with y'all, so I pray that I got it to the right part. Because then I might have to go through another 4 commercials. Oh, no, you did not kick that up. You just rude. Because I want you guys to see the power of I speak. Like, I really, because you know what? I send people to go watch this shit all the time, and people don't fucking watch it. I'm like, I'm sending you to watch something that's going to change the very essence, idea, scope, how you live, how you move, how you think. I'm showing you in real time the power of a human being. And they don't watch it. And trust and believe, I've been recommending this movie to a lot of people for many, many years now. And I always know the people that watched it and the people who did not. I could always tell. Okay, so I think I found the part. I think I found the part. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all, bear with me in my technology. I'm gonna add desktop, and which I think this is desktop 2. Yeah, look at me fucking I technological, you know. Don't fucking play with me, you know. Don't play with me, you know. I ain't not no small fry, you know. Oh-huh. Because I don't want them to copyright me and give me no fucking trouble or nothing. I'm putting it small. Yeah? So you guys watch.
Whereby the animal emits a sound that resonates and echoes back a visual description of the environment that they're in. In plant life, studies have shown that trees emit a frequency, and this is how trees can communicate with other trees about incoming predators or weather patterns. How could there be oneness with animal life, plant life, and the earth itself without a mechanism that allows you to maintain this oneness? If plants and animals can communicate through seemingly invisible frequencies, Is it
What do you
possible
think
that
we're doing?
humans could also be doing the same?
What do you think we're doing, people?
We are surrounded by this invisible pool of energies and waves. We know electromagnetic waves, sound waves exist, but we don't see them. So the idea is, how much of these waves can we actually detect on this side of the veil?
Yes. I'm giving y'all some shit right here.
Ex-FBI agent Ben Hansen
Don't be
has
mad.
been
I'm giving y'all
investigating
some
and
powerful shit
documenting
right here.
paranormal anomalies around the world.
Watch
using
how your
multiple
energy works.
technologies. He volunteered to demonstrate
Whoops.
these technologies to us, so I decided to bring a friend along. Corey Feldman needs no introduction. Child actor, filmmaker, and musician, Corey's fascinated by supernatural phenomena and wanted to join us for some interesting experiments.
When I was working for the Bureau, they have looked into phenomena such as UFOs.
You said black
gamma
flies, huh?
radiations. The devices that I use conducting kind of our own
Because they're biting you
experiments
low, not high
into
neither.
something that's called ITC
Thank you,
research.
guys. Black
I don't know if you've heard of
flies.
that before.
It's not
So
spider.
It's instrumental
It's not spider.
transcommunication.
I'm used to
So
spider
in about
bites.
the 70s, people started experimenting and finding out you could take all sorts of electronic devices
Oh,
and voices were showing up
there we
on
go.
the tapes.
A little skeptical. But
And so was I.
Yeah.
Completely skeptical.
Yeah.
Because the prime theory of what we call capturing an EVP, okay, electronic voice phenomena, is that we're dealing with electromagnetic waves. And what they found was
This
that
was
you
so
can take
dope.
a device such as this, which is an induction coil, okay? This experiment we're gonna do, you'll speak into the red tape recorder, then what we're going to do is transmit through this induction coil to the blue tape recorder. The blue is the receiver, the red is the transmitter. We're
Let's
gonna
see.
take your voice and I'll have you make a message on the red tape recorder.
okay.
So the first thing I want you to do, if you could take the battery out of the blue recorder for me.
Sure.
Excuse
There's
me.
a blue battery in it too. It's not convenient. Okay.
Great.
Put that there.
So for
Battery's
quality
out.
control, we'll take the blue recorder and we'll just set it over here out of the way.
Okay.
Okay? Now the red recorder, I would like you to leave a message.
Yo, first time I
Captain's
watched this, it
log,
was crazy.
Stardate 2018. This is Captain Corey of
Make
the
sure you can still see
USS
me.
Red Recorder leaving a message that may be detected in other universes or dimensions.
Great. Awesome.
Corey Feldman is
I
like
can
most
see
of
it's
us,
there.
skeptical as
You want
hell.
the
Like,
20-second
yeah,
message.
sure.
Perfect. Okay, so it's here. But just to make sure, what we're going to do is we're going to take what we call an EMF meter, electromagnetic field meter. And as we play this back, you can see the needle fluctuating.
sharing something
The
with y'all
EMF
today.
meter is picking up electromagnetic field from this device.
Got it.
His voice is on the recorder, but what is being picked up here is not the sound. Okay, it's being picked up by an induction coil, which creates a magnetic field.
It's just basically
Yes.
magnetic energy. That's
Magnetic
traveling.
energy, exactly. So we'll put the meter aside, and now we have a transmitting coil, which is broadcasting the message. And if you could now put the battery
Watch
back
this.
into the recorder.
Watch this.
Okay, so we've shown it was not recording at the same time this was, so there's no way it picked up on it. I'm not going to touch these two coils together. Okay, you see they're close because they've got to be close to each other's fields. Okay, but they're not touching.
Look at that.
Powered on.
Watch.
Okay,
Okay.
excellent. So now we have our blue recorder, okay, which we'll call it the receiving recorder. Just get a simple little speaker here so that we can hear it better. We're going to plug into it. Fingers crossed. Let's see if your message is
Did
now
it
on the
transmit?
capture recorder.
Captain's log, Stardate
Look at that.
2018. This is Captain Corey of the USS Red Recorder leaving a message that may be detected in other universes.
You guys see that?
Well, there you go.
Do you see how clear it was?
Very clear.
Very clear.
That was not done by radio waves. It was not done acoustically. We've transferred it seemingly through some magical energy, but science knows is an electromagnetic field. So the theory behind
When
it
we speak.
is It's energy based. It has to be. Okay. All we have
We
here is a piece
are
of metal with wire
energy-based
wound
people.
around inside of it. What do you think the biggest induction coil? Let's think grand scale. What do we have would be the biggest induction coil that surrounds us all?
The Earth.
The Earth. If it's that, or if it's some other energy we don't quite understand, we're all connected to it.
You just demonstrated
all connected.
how sound waves can be transferred from one point to another without physical contact.
I can
Do you
think
understand
of
now?
somebody across the world, and just by thinking about
They'll
them,
call you.
they call you.
Yeah, I do it all the time. The reality is we're all plugged in to the same
hear it.
source.
I completely agree.
Maybe you
We can
need to
take this
listen to
whole
it for
concept
everybody,
of
from somebody else. You know?
Imprinting your residual onto a physical object, okay, visually, and in a special camera that I have. So if I could have you both just have a seat right there.
I'm gonna just play these parts
I'm
here,
gonna come
and
over
then
here.
I think I'm gonna
And,
play this
I
movie in
have a
parts for you guys
Specialty camera here.
because it is so fucking
the
powerful.
average human puts
that
out
after you
about
finish
the same
watching this,
amount of heat
I don't
energy
like
as a
sitting in
100-watt light bulb.
people's seats. I don't.
Okay, so
I don't
that's
do
what
none
you're
of that
doing
shit.
right now, both of you just sitting there.
When you
Energy
finish sitting in the
as we
seat,
know,
that
law
seat
of
has to
thermodynamics,
cool
it
down.
can be
I need a
transferred
few
from one
minutes
thing to another, right?
before I
And
can
heat
sit in that
being an
seat right
energy,
after you.
a wave in a sense.
Watch why.
You guys are emanating that now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Look at you.
And you're interacting with everything you come in contact with. So just by sitting
That's
there
how we're
in
seeing
those
it, guys.
chairs,
Light
you're
beams.
transferring energy.
Sometimes you have a masseuse
We
that,
don't-
and
we
then
don't
they'll
need
just
a
kind of
hydro
put their
bill or an
hands above you.
electricity
They're not
bill.
touching you, but you can feel the
But
heat
we got
radiating
played
through your
into
body,
paying.
right? That's the same.
We pay for fucking water.
You know, you might even feel that when you meet certain people, kind of the energy
We pay for
transfer.
water, guys.
So if I could have you both stand up and
The
just
planet's
go hang out there on that
70%
couch for a
fucking
second.
water.
Okay.
Okay, that part.
All right, I'm gonna let this record.
We pay
just
for
so
some
we have
shit
enough here.
that the
so
whole
before you
planet
guys sat
is.
down, I took a video of
Just saying.
those chairs you're sitting in with a thermal camera, which sees into the infrared spectrum. So it senses heat. Not
This is
much of
why
the
I
visible
don't
light
sit
at all.
right
And you'll
behind
see
people.
here the chairs are primarily
Look at
blue.
your energy still
Above
sitting
you,
in that
we
chair.
have some red heat, which is actually a heater.
Do y'all see
Okay,
the
a
energy
vent up
still
there
sitting in that
that's
chair?
heating up the books on the
I
top
see
shelf.
it. Yep. Okay.
Okay. So when you sat down, there you are in full color.
Right?
The darker areas represent the colder spots, so you can see your pants.
Bottom
and
of your
cuffs that are not
shoes,
actually
things like that.
touching your pants are darker, and
Shoes
your
are darker.
faces are the brightest because they're the hottest in frame. So
Yes.
what I wanted to show you,
Because that's the thing that's the
was
most
point that
uncovered.
you guys get up here. So you get up out of your chairs.
Look.
And bam! Look at that.
Look at your energy.
That is an imprint.
Look
Yes,
at
and
that's some
your
serious
energy.
heat. Look at that. Oh wow! Look at mine, really bright where my face was.
That's
You
your
can see where
energy
hand
still
was
sitting
on the
in that
left hand,
chair.
And you, I think, had an elbow or something like you were just sitting there.
Yeah, but it's really from. I mean, it seems like that's
torso.
right. Yeah, it's right where my heart would be.
Yeah, the chest seems to
Look
be
at
the
that.
brightest.
Look at that.
It's not just the heat that we feel, but
Woo!
it's also energy we can see.
We affect everything in the material world with our energy. So if we have good energy and we're putting good energy out to the world, then we're going to get good responses back. But if we're putting out negative energy all the time, then you're going to have negative come in and affect your life that way until you make a conscious effort to stop. And once you go,
Do you
I'm gonna
believe it now that
believe everything
Corey
is good.
says it?
Everything is fine. It's all going to work itself out. And then all of a sudden things start to reverse themselves.
Yep.
I will never tell somebody
on,
with
people.
100% certainty.
Am I
What I
sharing the
captured on
truth
this
with y'all
tape
every
recorder
day
on
or
this
what?
video
Clock that
is
shit.
a ghost, an alien. I don't
Y'all
know.
need to watch this.
I don't believe in ghosts,
called
mind you, I never
superhuman.
did. But
Invisible
there have
made
been
visible.
Things
And
that
it would
have
blow
happened
your fucking
where it
mind.
makes you question it.
All we know
I watched
is
it
it's
3 times in a
unexplained.
row the first time
And
I
it's
watched
something
it.
that we can't see,
3 times in a
but
row.
it's being perceived. And somehow technology is capturing it.
Obviously, I believe that there is much beyond this reality. I mean, I have many variations on that. So if we're talking about the spiritual realm, or if we're talking about
Yep.
the interdimensional realm,
I
or,
watch
you know,
it. I
there's
watch
a
it
lot
to
of
the point
different
where
kind of
I know
understandings
it
of what
inside
that
and
means.
out.
We probably occupy the same physical space. So if we do, but we don't see each other or all the time, what would you call that? And a dimension is just kind of like the only word that comes to mind. So
Yep.
multiple dimensions, yes, I think that's very possible.
The fact that people said, "Oh, well, this is God," I believe is just a limited
Nicola
capability of
been telling
understanding
us.
at that time. What they saw in miracles and things that happened before them were unexplainable in any other way other than saying that's God.
Outside of the physical, I believe that there is an energy out there.
I do believe there's a bigger force at play.
Something's happening that's bigger than us.
Beyond the body, once we leave our meat puppet behind, we go back to our actual true existence.
At times I get frustrated that I can't see it, even though I have like these beady Canadian close-set eyes that I would hope that are like laser beams to be able to see these things. I can't, and it really frustrates me.
But you
You know,
are
it's
it.
like you pull the goggles off the virtual reality and you're home again.
And when you're brought back, you maybe choose what you want to be.
Our reality, in essence, could be different to different people, although I do think there is one truth. The problem is that science has not caught up to be able to explain the rules by which it operates.
No. Nikola Tesla. It says the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. Period. So I'm gonna leave it right there because Nicholas said what he said, and he was taken out for what he said, but what he said was vital and important. And I want you guys to watch it. I think I'm going to continue to watch this after I finish with y'all. But we need to start understanding that the words out of our mouth is vibrational, that they create energy, that we are energy beings. And we need to understand the level of energy beings that we are. So when you open up your mouth, make sure that you know what it is that you want. Because if you're opening up your mouth and it don't match what you want, it's going to give you an energy frequency. You can see that it is a real thing. That energy frequency is a real thing. How do I get it to mute again? Wait, let me just turn it down. It's a real thing. And it's something valuable and important that you guys need to understand. So when you speak, I pray.
PK
which
is
one are you
short
doing?
for psychokinesis.
P-R-A-Y?
Do you
or
hear those beeps?
P-R-E-Y?
For too many. That's the sound of
You
childhood.
must accept
It's why we
that
exist.
you are a
To create
vibrational
experiences
frequency
so
being.
magical. A child in treatment for
This is
cancer
what
or
makes you
serious
God in
illness
flesh.
is free to dream that
Because
they
you
are someplace better.
omnipresent. You can speak
Because
life
at
into
Campfire
something or
Circle,
death into something
we
very
make
quickly.
those dreams a reality.
Very quickly.
At Campfire Circle,
It don't take
kids
no
with
time
cancer or serious
for you to do
illness
it.
can feel like kids again.
So today I want
They
you
take
guys
back
taking
their
your
childhood.
frequency of love, taking your frequency.
Thanks to generous
Please,
donors,
taking your
our staff
frequency
and
of
volunteers bring
generosity,
much
of
needed
light,
joy
of
and laughter
all
to
that good
kids
stuff.
at every stage of
And
their health journey.
here's the thing,
At
shit's
no
gonna come.
cost to families.
Because every
Childhood
time you
illness
eat, you got to
changes
do it.
lives. But so
shit
can
will
you.
come.
Come, join us around the campfire.
But the one thing that I know y'all don't do is play
Esto
it.
es para ti.
Gracias.
You don't save it.
Yo quiero que tú seas muy
You don't
feliz.
put it in a case
Si estoy
and
pensando
store
en
it
todo
away
el tiempo.
so you can look at it later and be like, look at this dude.
Eso es amor.
Look at this big heart.
Por ti, quitaría la
Look
nave
at
del
this
cielo.
smooth. You don't do that.
Te necesito.
So I want you to stop taking the circumstances in your life that
Vamos a
what
estar
you were
bien.
putting in, you shit out some horrible stuff. But I want you taking that energy and just flush it.
¡Divers!
No hard work necessary. No hard talking. Nothing. You don't got to do yourself to do it. All you have to do is go back into the place of I speak. And let the vibration from your voice connect with the universe and start to bring life in.
So many disappointments, so many cases that
am the
have gone
way.
unsolved that you couldn't
It wasn't
do.
just
Then along
Jesus.
comes new
I
technology.
am the truth.
It's
Was it just
science,
Jesus?
and it works, and
I
it's
am the
repeatable,
life.
and it's verifiable.
When you understand that
Forensics
I am the way,
made the case.
you are
Without
the way
them,
to create
there would
your
have been no
own life. That's
identification, there
why
would have been no
Jesus said,
means
if
of
it's
death,
not
there would have been no
If it's
conviction.
not through me, you cannot
You
get to
can't
the
beat
Father.
forensics. You can't beat
And you guys
science.
took it and put it only on Jesus. But Jesus said, I am the way, I
ability
am
to
the truth,
move
I
a
am the
physical
light.
object without physical
Only
contact.
through me can you get to the
I've
Father.
been working with
And you
PK
guys
for
really
the past
thought
couple of years
that it was
with
Jesus.
very interesting
Jesus was
results.
saying, I am. Hello?
It is your
That's the base chakra
intent
right there.
that is
I
interacting
am.
with the physical object that is getting it to respond.
I
But the
am
minute
the way.
you let go
That's the way.
of
I
the
am
result
be to have.
is
I
when
am
you
the
get
way.
the result.
You're the way your life is going to get better or worse. In between, it's you. It's you.
At the Institute of
And it's
Biosensory
truly, when I say
Psychology
up to
in
you,
St. Petersburg,
it's up to
Russia,
you.
can learn how to use your consciousness to move
Then I
a
bring you
physical
back to
object.
the energy of
that information of the particle being
It's
there
time
in
for
their
you
data
to
stream. Once that's done, it has to stay there. It has to, it has to be a particle from then on. So it acts like a particle. That's what brings it into this reality. It becomes a part of the physical world. Then
You
anybody
guys
else
have
that
an
looks there
opportunity to
will
change
see
your
that
life
same
right
thing.
now. Take it.
It is actually
You have
very
an opportunity
empowering
right
to
now
think
to
that we
transform
live
your
in a
life. Take
physical
it.
world that
You
hasn't
have an
happened
opportunity
yet.
right now to
It is your
bring something more
observation.
powerful in
In
to
other
being
words,
for
it is
yourself.
you. It is your consciousness that is reaching into the world of probability and bringing it into existence.
Take it.
Our voice contains the patterns of our thoughts and
have
emotions, while our brain is registering and storing these patterns in the form of EEG waves. We can in fact replay these EEG waves and translate them back into an actual sound.
Girl, you know what? If I did nothing else in this
Another
room,
contribution to this concept comes from audio engineer Colin Harrington, who claims to be able to
sharing this
see
with
his
y'all has been the
thoughts, his
greatest gift.
emotions, and his dreams
because
on a
fuck, man,
projected screen.
y'all have done some great things with it.
I've always been a very vivid, lucid dreamer.
Some of
as
y'all
long as I
have
can
done some
remember,
great things.
3, 4 years old. And I would
All right, I'm
describe
sharing
my
this with
dreams to
y'all.
people, and I was met with a lot of skepticism.
I
so
want
I
you
felt
guys to see
compelled
that your
to
thoughts even have
try to
sound.
figure out a way to show people or let them see and
You
hear
are
my
damn
dreams.
sure my poster child.
When I got into
I need you to
computer
make a
sound
video,
and composition, a lot of my
and
masters
I need you to tell the
was
people what
focused
you
on
got
various different
out of this
EEG
goddamn
projects
space. You know,
and
sometimes that's what I
interactive
need. I need my
multimedia
little
and things
commercial.
like
You gotta be my little
synesthesia
poster child.
and changing color into sound and sound into colors.
If you don't mind.
Color is a frequency, light is a frequency,
Like, you
brainwaves
know
are a
what?
frequency, all of the sound that you hear is a frequency. Those
Because this is-
correlations and blending
what I be
those
needing.
with diverting them into other sensory
is what I be
inputs
needing.
are making the internal external and the intangible tangible.
Tell the world.
There's a whole field called
You see what I'm
cymatics
saying?
that
Oh, I
trains
know I don't have to tell you
vibrations
twice.
into the
I barely
patterns.
had
You
to
can
get
see
it
the
out
wave
once.
interference patterns that are very elaborate.
All I had to
and
say, can you make me a...
striking and beautiful.
Yes, I can.
Using sometimes
All
different
right,
types
so
of
I want y'all to
technologies
listen
like
to this. Oh,
this
shit.
can
I thought I was turning it up. I'm
help you
turning it down.
retrain your brain. You see the results of how your mind works.
I wanted you guys to see that our mind has sound.
Naomi Grossman is one
Like
of the
this-
most creative
there's so much
actors I
happening
know.
here, but
she applies various mind-body techniques in her acting
Today's the day. I
career
gotta share
as
this with
well
y'all, 'cause
as in her real life.
this
She
is
was
going to
fascinated
change
by the
everything. We're
idea
10,
that she
7,
could have
10.
a visual and
We're-
auditory
710 is our
representation
number today.
of how her mind operates.
We're 710. 71010.
It's a
big
one-to-one
day today.
real-time response. So as your mind is evolving and changing based on your mood and your alertness, it will generate music in real time. And I can run that into pretty much any instrument that I want.
Okay, so real quick. The number of the day is real short too. 710. That's our power for today because we're 71010, right? Or 10-7-10, according to how you write it on the calendar. But there's a balance of this godlike energy, and that's why God is just like, you have to give it to them today. 710. Your prayers and positive thoughts have steered you in the right direction. 420. Rachel, everybody in this room, everybody who's going to hear this in the future, your prayers and thoughts have steered you in the right direction. You know why? Because you've been saying the right shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
Because
we'll
you've
be
been
able to
saying
hear
the right stuff.
a representation of your feelings.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Look at this. She's about to hear.
It's a little bit of saline solution on
feelings.
this.
Okay.
It's nothing strange.
This is
it's
dope.
used as a conductor.
Ooh, I
Can you
like
guys
this
see it
look.
good? I pray y'all
It's
can see
definitely
it.
a little futuristic.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can make it.
So this will be a little bit better of an example if you wanted
Okay.
to stress yourself out.
Go for the stress.
Listen to what your stress sounds like. Look at what your stress sounds like.
And if
Dramatic,
it's
ain't it?
Stressful. One more time.
You fucking stress. Listen to your stress. Listen how it sounds to your universe. We're playing chaos to them every time we get stressed, y'all. Listen to that.
So I think we can see an incredible range.
Look at that.
Being in the world of acting.
Just focusing
being
on
able to
stress.
Turn it on like that is really impressive because I've run this, various iterations of this software on hundreds of people, but I've never seen someone be able to turn it on and turn it off. By going to there, wherever there is.
Yep, because we could go there real easy.
When you're playing make-believe.
Thank you, baby.
You know, and
So you're,
We
you're
could go-
a perfect test
playing
subject.
We could go
house and
there
I'm
real
here
fast.
You go there.
I thought this was spot on. I mean, it was
You can think of stress real
insanely
fast. How many of
accurate.
y'all can
Could you
bang
show us
on the
a little
piano
bit of
right now?
The visualizer, in other words, as opposed to hearing, is it possible to see the thoughts and emotions?
Sure. What I have this map to
Look
is
at this.
blue would be a more calm, and a red would be a more angry, and then we're going to have purple right here in the middle. So we can see if you can change the colors.
Can you give it a try?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look how your mind works.
Stress.
Look at stress. All you have to do is think it, and it starts to activate. Everything about us is instant.
And go ahead
That's
and
why
try to
they say
calm
don't
down,
stress.
reach a
Don't
state of
worry.
peace.
Look at that. Look at that. You get into that peace one time, look at you. Look how calm that shit gets one time. Look at that. Wow. And you're doing this in real time. She's going from stress
I really love the
to
one-to-one
peace
real-time
in
relationship
real
here.
time.
Amazing.
So did I
It
go
was
red and then did I go blue?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I've spent plenty of time going red in my mind. Whereas going blue, you know, I have less experience with that. And it was fun. I enjoyed like going to Jamaica and like feeling the sun on my skin.
It can be a conscious decision
Yes.
with training. You obviously have a
You
certain,
must train yourself.
aptitude for turning yourself calm or turning
Yep.
yourself angry that most other people may not have right off the bat. But it's something that you can learn even if you don't have that kind of focus. You can.
You
train
really
yourself.
can learn
Now,
this.
what we'd like to do is
Take the
train
time
the
and get your
computer
focus.
to recognize an image.
Let's try with a positive image.
Look at you.
Something
Yes,
positive.
you see?
This is the image that
I was
we're
like,
gonna be
fuck
using.
that. I'm
We
not
can
giving it
teach
to
the
y'all no
computer
more. I'm just gonna
how
play it,
you
damn it.
react to a certain image. I included this blank white slide in there to be nothingness unless you're recalling a specific pattern. So let's
I'm
try
glad.
to recall that image. Put yourself on stage.
Look at when you recall your past. This is the past. Watch how when you recall your past, how your energy changes. So
then
you
think of
might
nothing.
think that you're recalling the past and it has no effect on you, but it does.
Put yourself back on that stage and feel the way that you felt when you were there.
Look at that. Now he's using a picture,
It's crazy.
showing you how your
It
mind
reminds
can
me
just
of
make a
that
picture,
expression,
make a
when it
picture,
rains, it
make a
pours.
picture.
It's no wonder that, like, when things are going well, they go really, really well.
Yes.
And vice versa. Like, those times when you know, I booked 2 national commercials and got a boyfriend all in 1 week. It's like, well, yeah, I'm putting something out there. I'm fixating on the positive.
Yep.
And it just goes to show, like, we need to flood our brains with positive images.
It was so interesting, you know, I mean, we have so much power.
We have the power to affect change in our lives, so why not choose the positive, since we have a choice?
Yeah. Did this help you kind of see how your mind can go either way in a split second?
You see how your mind can go
And
either
how
way
your
in a
brain
split
is
second?
registering.
It's like when in doubt, if you get the choice, which because we have the choice, go to Jamaica.
Pick
Our
something in your
thoughts and
mind that
emotions
just
can be perceived as
flows
sound
better.
and images. Sound can be turned into an image, as in the biological sonar that is used by several kinds of animals, whereby the animal emits a sound that resonates and echoes back a visual description of the environment that
Y'all
they're
get
in.
it?
In plant life, studies have shown that trees emit a frequency.
All right, we watched this part
and this
already.
is how trees can communicate.
But you guys get it? How your mind can flip? How your words can just flip? How your energy stays? I want you guys just in that little clip, look how much you got. Just in that little clip alone, look how much you got. So take that, run with it. Do something big with it today. Use your power, stop wasting it. And release. Release. And so, seeing that we're talking about energy today, we're gonna play a song to let us go out today. And it's called Good Energy. So let's get some of that.
Floating on sunshine.
It's time for us to gravitate towards that energy.
I woke up fighting for my breath.
No more.
The kind of breath you earn after a week of holding in tears and swallowing words and pretending you're fine. When your spirit's been whispering, baby, you're tired. But
You could
I
just
still
tap in.
rose.
Just
Not
tap in.
because I felt strong,
Just tap in.
but because something in me refuses to stay buried. Something in me still believes in the version of me that God keeps trying to introduce me to. Good energy only.
That's what God's trying to
Not
introduce
because
you to.
life been easy,
God just wants you to stay here.
but because I'm done letting pain audition for a permanent role in my life. I've carried storms that had my
Come on,
name
y'all.
shaking. I've held up people
Your
who let
prayers
me
and positive
fall.
thoughts have steered you in that right direction.
I've poured into cups that
going.
never once asked if I was thirsty. I've been
going.
the backbone, a lifeline, a safe place, even when I had nobody to collapse into. And I learned the hard way that being strong don't mean being silent. Being loyal don't mean being used. Being loving don't mean being drained. So now I choose me with the same devotion I used to give to people who didn't deserve my softness.
What?
My peace is not a trend.
It's not.
It's a testimony.
Yes.
It's the quiet I fought for.
You fought for
It's the
this.
healing I bled for.
You went through
It's
all
the
of it to get to
boundary
this
I
peace.
prayed for.
Yes.
It's a version of me that finally said, I'm not breaking myself to keep anybody comfortable. Good energy only. Because I know what it feels like to lose myself in
Come on,
the
y'all.
noise. Good energy
Good energy only.
Because I've survived rooms that try to shrink me.
You survived.
Good energy only.
You survived.
Because I'm finally learning
Now focus.
that I am worth the gentleness I keep giving away. I walk different now. Not because I'm better, but because I'm awake. I see who claps with clean hands.
Yes.
And who claps with hidden eyes.
Yes.
I see who loves me in truth and
Yes.
who loves me in convenience. I see who shows up and who only shows up when they need something. And I'm not angry, I'm aware. Awareness is a blessing and a burden.
Be aware.
But it's mine now.
You know what you got to do.
And I carry it like armor. Some people love the broken version of me because she was easier to control. Some people love the quiet version of me because she didn't ask for anything. Some people love the tired version of me because she didn't have the strength to leave.
Leave that version of you alone now. And if you got to leave them alone for now,
but this healed version,
let it go.
This glowing version, this boundary setting, peace protecting, soul-centered version. Oh, she makes people uncomfortable.
Ooh, shine.
I'm finally okay with that.
Get bright. Be okay with you.
That healing ain't pretty.
Ooh,
It's
come
not
on, y'all.
candles and soft music. Sometimes it's crying until your chest hurts. Sometimes it's deleting numbers you pray would call. Sometimes it's walking away from people you love because they refuse to love you right. Sometimes it's choosing silence because arguing with someone who refuses to understand you is a slow kind of death. But every time I choose myself, I feel a little more alive, a little more whole, a little more like the woman God saw.
Come on now. It's time to choose you, baby.
Because my soul has been through enough. Because I'm done apologizing for my light.
No more apologies.
Because
I
this
speak
version
life
of
into
me
you.
is sacred.
You ain't got to like it.
It's rising.
It's for me. You'll benefit later.
To my life now. Come with truth.
Let me do this.
Come with softness.
Let me do this.
Come with respect.
Yes.
Come with clean hands and a clear heart. Because I'm not accepting anything less than what I give. And I give love like a lifetime supply.
Come on now.
I give peace like a prayer.
Yes, you do.
I
Take
give
no
presence
less.
like a blessing.
Take no less.
Good energy only. That's not a slogan.
No.
That's my survival.
It's your lifestyle.
That's my standard.
It's the only thing that's going to get you to where you want to go.
New home.
Yes. Can I say? Good energy only. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys a little bit later. Take care.